Morning guys, happy well. Dr. Aman Arora from Aurora Medical Education. I've been getting a lot of messages and queries yesterday since the GP training offers came out. So I thought a really quick video on the next few steps going forward, regardless of whichever position you found yourself in once the offers have come out. So congratulations to everybody who got an offer that they wanted. If you didn't, don't worry, there are other options. We'll talk about those in a second. Right, the most important thing, if you got an offer, if you've been made an offer, you have 48 hours from that point to respond in some way or other. There are three options you can respond with: accept, hold, or reject. And I'll go through these things in more detail in a second, but you've got 48 hours to make some kind of comeback or response. Otherwise, you'll automatically go down as a rejection and you won't get a place in GP training. So it's really important. 48 hours. If you accept or hold, you're given another option of upgrading, and I'll talk about what that is in a second. But 48 hours, make sure you do something in that time frame to make sure you don't get an automatic rejection. Now, hopefully a lot of you guys will be accepting offers at this point. If you're somebody who's got your first choice, so you ranked right at the top and you've been given that, or you're somebody who's been given a different offer, but you're happy with where you are and you're happy to accept that offer, then click accept and don't opt for upgrades. Okay, upgrades is not for you. If you're happy with where you are, either because you've got your top choice or you've got a choice further down the line that you're happy with, just click accept. The upgrade system is useful and works sometimes in terms of finding offers that are higher up your list. So for example, if you were given your fourth choice or your fifth choice and you're happy, but you want to be given the option of getting a higher rank if the opportunity arises, then you can click for upgrades. But a couple of things about upgrades. Number one, it's an automatic process. So you've got to be happy that if I click accept for my fifth offer and click yes to upgrades, I'm going to be happy if I'm bumped up to any of those ones above me. So because it's all automatic, so you won't be given a choice that, okay, a space has arisen at your second rank, do you want it? You'll automatically go back up to that point. So with upgrades, it's very useful to go up the chain, but it's an automatic process. And you can be upgraded several times depending on whether people pull out of offers later on down the line or accept other specialties. For example, you may get automatically bumped up. And wherever you are sitting at the final upgrade deadline, which is the 30th of April, wherever you're placed on that list, that's where you'll get your confirmed final offer. So if you're going to upgrade, make sure you're happy to be automatically bumped up to a ranking above where you are right now. And if that's not for you and you don't like that uncertainty, then maybe the upgrade system is not for you and you just want to accept it and know this is where I'm going to be so you can start planning. Let's move on to hold then. So hold is, again, can be a useful tool to use, but it's not for everybody. If you've only applied for GP training and you're happy with your position, then don't use the hold feature. It's basically just a temporary hold to see, well, let me see what happens in the future to see if I do want to accept at a future point. So for example, you might have applied for a different specialty and you're waiting to find out what the application process is or the result is of that before you make your final decision. That's fine. Or for example, you've been offered a position and you want to see if you get upgraded, but you're not sure if you're going to accept the upgrade. You want to see which upgrades come before you make that final decision, so you can hold your offer. But the one thing that's really important about the hold offer is you've got to go back in eventually and make that final decision, either accept or reject. And the hold deadline is 28th of April. If you don't go back in and change that hold into something else, either accept or reject, automatically again it'll turn into a rejection at 28th of April. And of course, you can choose to reject your offer as well. You don't need to accept an offer that's been given. And sometimes when you look at the bigger picture, maybe a new application might be the right thing for you if you're not quite happy with the offer that you've been given, or even the upgrades that go up the chain as well. So you can apply again in the next round of GP training. It'll be a brand new application. You can either resit the MSRA to try and boost your score, or you can keep your current score as it is in that application. And we'll put further videos out in terms of what to do in terms of the next application as it comes. Now, if you passed MSRA and you haven't been given an offer yet, then not all is lost. You get put onto a waiting list. And as things progress and as people accept and reject offers and move into other specialties, etc., then you may be given an offer as time goes on. So it's not that you haven't got an offer now, that's it. Have faith, because whichever rank you get, there's a possibility that you might get an offer as time progresses. If you didn't pass MSRA and you failed any of the papers, Or if you get to the end of this process and you haven't got an offer, then of course, like you mentioned, we can reapply. Round 2 for GP training opens on the 27th of July in terms of applications. And the next MSRA assessment is going to be between the 3rd and the 10th of September. And we'll be putting further videos out nearer the time just to keep you prepped for that new application. So not all is lost if you haven't got a place in GP training, but if you have and you've got your offer and you've accepted it and you're happy with where you are, congratulations. If you've accepted with upgrades or held with upgrades, get ready for the roller coaster, because you'll be looking probably every couple of days to see what have I got and have I been upgraded. But eventually I'm sure all of you will settle down into a position that you're happy with. And if you're not, and if you don't, then don't worry, the road doesn't end here. GP training may still be for you. There are lots of other rounds coming up in the next couple of years, and this is a small blip in your overall career as a doctor. Hope this helps. If you want more teaching for MSRA or more guidance on GP training, if you're a new GP trainee, then we've got lots of blogs that are ready for you to try and start that transition now of moving into GP training. We'll be doing some webinars and some teaching for new GP trainees. Have a look at the website auroramedicaleducation.co.uk and have a look at us on social media streams. We prepare you for GP training and we prepare you to get you through GP training as well. So whichever stream you're watching this video on, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn, then have a look at the other ones to see how we can prepare you best for GP training. But congratulations to everybody who got an offer. Let's see what happens to everybody who hasn't quite got what they want just yet. There's lots of time still in play. Have a good day. #CampusWillPass. #I went with Aurora.